So Rachel just dipped on Zach, leaving him in the hallway while she hunts down Dr. Danny. Obviously, only good things can happen when Rachel's left to do literally anything alone. Gray smoke makes her see a small rabbit that literally leads her down a hole. When she wakes up, she's in a grave looking up at Eddie. I guess Eddie grew some balls while he was gone, because this time he's much more aggressive and threatens Rachel by slamming a shovel right down next to her head and dropping the tomb on her. Rachel struggles for a minute before stabbing the tomb and realizing she's in Kathy's electric chair. Hey, I thought we were getting Danny back. What's with all this Kathy shit? She had the entire show to herself compared to Danny's 4 minutes. What's going on? Kathy, being herself, tortures Rachel before we can figure out what's going on. Rachel is just in a church being prosecuted as a witch. Funny, I'm planning a trip to Salem soon. At this point, I don't know if Gray Smoke is just working overtime or if some of them are actually alive. I think Gray and Danny are the only ones that are still real. Gray announces that the trial's starting and asks if anybody would like to testify for or against Rachel. Kathy steps up to bat with honestly a dope intro. I didn't like her before this, but watch this shit and hope my video doesn't get shot in the stomach. Get it?
Hi! ここにおりますわ。この立派な罪人がどれだけひどい女か証言いたします。
After Kathy tries to expose Rachel as a witch, Danny steps in to show that Kathy enjoyed being shot in the stomach, therefore killing her testimony. Next up is Eddie. Eddie steps up to tell the church how hard Rachel makes his wood head. Man, I'm on a fucking roll with these. Somehow that devolves into Eddie being having a fit and freaking out that Rachel shows the obviously superior Zach to be her killer, and he demands that Rachel be killed by spikes before Gray steps in to force Eddie to end his testimony. Finally, Dr. Daniel Dickens is here to make me tell everyone how amazing Rachel is. Speaking of amazing, you guys asked for this, so I'll do my best. Let's start with this suave motherfucker's design. You put a character in a lab coat, I'll love them. Easy, simple way to make me like a character. Just look at Handshakers or Steins Gate. Because I don't want to look super thirsty, let's not talk about Danny's appearance anymore. Danny's voice is so creepy yet so hot, I don't know how to handle myself. And in English, those crazy people over at Funimation got Derek Snow to play him. Someone that I've literally only ever heard as Hermes from Kino's Journey playing a character this creepy makes it so much creepier. Right from the first time we see him, Danny expresses his desire to have Rachel be with him so he can see her eyes all the time. And he creeps me out almost as much as Eddie does. Danny dying in episode 1 and then coming back gives me the same feeling as in Pokemon Ultra Moon during the Rainbow Rocket thing. I was convinced Ghetsis and Lysander were version exclusives and I got the shitty game that had Lysander. And when Ghetsis comes out to kill Lily, I lost my mind. Seeing Dr. Danny again now gives me that same feeling of excitement. Plus, Danny may have a track record of bitches, but now that he's found the right pair, girl, he's the most loyal person on the planet. He would go to a church witch trial and risk his life and reputation to defend her from Eddie and Kathy ruining Rachel's name. Also, can we just point out what that tongue do, boy? There's no way I'm hitting 10 minutes, but you bet your ass this boy's being cosplayed at some point, and if we ever make merch, I'm putting Danny on a fucking shirt, and there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, back to the actual video. After Danny has a meltdown talking about how in love with Rachel's eyes he is, Gray ends his testimony and issues a verdict. That Rachel is a witch, and is sentenced to death by fire. I don't think I need to say this, but episode 10 is the best episode we've ever gotten. We literally have every character, although Zach kinda got shafted like Danny did in episode 1, and so much more happened in this episode than I thought they could do. I fully expected to wait until next week to hear Danny's testimony, and I'm super happy I heard it this week because I honestly can't take the pain of not getting any more Danny. Thanks for watching. Check your screen for the Angels of Death playlist and a video YouTube seems to think you'll dork out over, or check the description for anything that you need. Well, peace weebs.